I've been climbing since I was a young boy. My mother and father took me climbing all over the West and dropped me off, and then I'd go climb. I am a fruit farmer by trade, so I was putting a lot of stress on my knees even at work, but the climbing actually helped loosen up my knees. Over the last 40 years, I've had several falls and some damage to my knees and ankles, broken operations, and so the orthopedics were operating, and which was not a good thing because they were moving a lot of good tissue, and I was getting a lot of severe knee pain from lack of meniscus and other things, and arthritic problems from just wear and tear. So to continue climbing, I had a good friend that was Australian, and a few years ago he got stem cells put in his knees and came back, and he was climbing amazing, no pain. And so this year before the Everest season, had a lot of knee pain, so I came in and had stem cells, and at this point my knees are baby knees, feel very good. And I'm planning to go back to Everest and continue what I do, climb mountains and work on the farm. So I'm very pleased with the results that I've got from the stem cell. And I'm thinking 60, I could probably climb till hopefully I'm 80. And that's the deal. I want to enjoy my life every moment. And there's nothing like restriction and leg problems, because if you can't move, it's a very difficult thing. I think you degenerate very rapidly when you lose your legs, and I want to keep my legs very strong. And for me, this is going to be a blessing, and I'm excited to go back and give it a good go again in 2017. So I've climbed everything in Utah, up the front, down the back, any route you can go. I've actually got some routes up Cascade by Vital Veil that I did as a kid, and actually had someone follow me in GPS these routes. So I've climbed pretty much everything in Utah. I've climbed Rainier several times, and Baker and Suskin and all those in Washington. I've been on Denali 3 times. Whitney, tallest mountain, I've done it several times. I do the Red Rocks out of Las Vegas. I do Camel's Back Mountain outside my house in Arizona every morning. I've done Aconcagua, all the volcanoes in Ecuador, some high summits in Peru. I've done a bunch of summits in Nepal that were, some of them not famous but very difficult. Lobuche, Island Peak. I've been on Everest 4 times, and Lhotse, and hopefully this year I can go back and finish that Everest deal off with good knees. Here's the deal, it's a long way from any medical, and each step you take going up the mountain, you've got to have enough energy and good legs to get off, and I feel really confident now that my legs are strong. I think it's a mental thing, and if you're positive and you got good legs, and everything else works really well too. It's and I'm thinking this is really gonna be wonderful. So I'm excited to go, and I've climbed all those big mountains. Where else? I've been in Europe. Just everywhere there's a mountain, I'm climbing it. My mother used to take me to Linden and drop me off when I was a teenager, and I'd climb the face of Temp, and she'd pick me up at Sundance the next day. And so I did a lot of solo. Anyway, I love the mountains and just being out, and you got to have good legs, So I would, anybody that's got a little leg issue, wow, it doesn't matter how old you are. I mean, really, it will, don't let those orthopedics cut you up. My son is a ER doc, and orthopedics love to operate. They don't make any money. I say keep your good equipment that you were born with and try to improve what you've got. I think you'll be happier. I wish I'd have never had the surgeries that I had, because they took away some of that good stuff that I could have rebuilt with this stem cell too. So that's my take on it. No matter your age, wow, being out of pain and being to be mobile is a lovely thing. So I had the stem cell in June of 2016, and we are November 1st today. So my knees, and I'm climbing 3,500 vertical feet every morning and coming down. I had a lot of pain on the descent, and now I have no discomfort. So I'm really excited. I can always climb up. The descent was very painful, especially with a backpack with 40 pounds, and I'm good. So I'm hoping that everything else will hold together. My knees are new, so I can't wait until they can do a stem cell complete body deal. I'll be on board with that too.
Integrated wellness. Get well, be well, live well.